Hi friends, welcome back to my channel for another video. My name is Lauren. I am a homeschooling mom to 3 kiddos, and my husband and I live on a single irregular income. And today we are going to be cash stuffing $2,250. I have a mixture of real money and prop money that we're going to be stuffing into our bills, our wallets, our sinking funds, and some savings challenges. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be cash stuffing $2,250 today. I've got a mixture of real bills and prop money in here. We're going to start stuffing our bills binder with prop money. This cash stuffing, just so we can be more aware of where all of our money is going and kind of see how we like that moving forward. That might be something we keep up with, and it might be something that we decide that we don't like to do, but let's go ahead and give this a count to start with and just make sure we've got everything here. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure all of my prop money is in the front because we're gonna stuff our bills binder first. So like I said, we are looking for $2,250 here. So let's just get started. I'm gonna take just a handful of this to start with. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 9, 1,000, 1,100. So 1,100 plus 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 plus 500 plus, I think we can get the rest of this. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so 50, so let me, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, let's do that again. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So it was 80 plus 80. And then the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21s. All right, so we have $2,250 that we're stuffing today, so that's correct. Let's set that to the side. And I'm just gonna pop this up just a little bit. And we're gonna start with our bills binder. So I'm gonna use this binder right now for my bills binder. I have a Missy Money frosted dashboard in the front that just says bills. I'm gonna pop this new linen dashboard, also from Missy Money, in here just to make it look nice and to go with the fall vibes. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some new envelopes coming that I'm just waiting for. So I've just got some makeshift ones here so we can go ahead and get started this month, but I will be switching that out once they get here. But for our tithe, we are gonna be stuffing $225. So we have 1, 2, 25. So 1, 2, 25. So $225 for our tithe this week. And our tithe, we just always send over with a bank check, but that's what we have. So that's prop money. Next is our mortgage. Our mortgage, we're gonna be stuffing $472. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 1, 2. So $472 for our mortgage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 71, 2. So $472 this week for our mortgage. All right. The next thing we're going to be stuffing is our water softener bill, and that is just going to be getting $6 this week. So $6 for our water softener, the way our water softener works, we don't own it, we're renting to own it, but it is the same price whether you buy it outright or you rent to own it. And then forever, however many years, I think it's 5 years, that it takes to then own it, they will do all the maintenance on it. So anyway, it seemed like when we did all the math or whatever, it was like we were gonna be paying the same amount, and we could either pay it up front or pay it over time, but then get like the service on the water softener. So that's why we do it that way. Internet is gonna be getting $21, and that's all that internet is gonna have for this week. Ideally, I would like to get where we are a month ahead on our bills, and then I would be stuffing real money. But while we are not a month ahead, I'm going to be stuffing prop money. And that's the plan for now. We'll see if we even like stuffing our bills. But so for our insurance, this is our car insurance and some of our home insurance and whatnot that's not escrowed in. But that's going to be getting $45 this week. So $45 in insurance. So let's stuff insurance with 45. All right, the next bill we're going to stuff is World Watch. This is a subscription that we have for our kids in their homeschooling. It's like a 10-minute segment of current events that they watch every day, and that's just going to be getting $2 this week. So let's stuff. It was already open. We're gonna stuff $2 for World Watch. And if you hear my kids in the background, they are here. And so they might be making noise, but that's just the reality of it. And they are welcome to make noise in their own home. And the next one is Spotify. That is gonna be getting $3 this week for Spotify. Okay, so $3 for Spotify. And then our natural gas is going to be getting $50. One of the things I'm hoping to achieve with stuffing our bills every week is getting a good understanding of how much our fixed expenses are costing us and how that lines up with all of our other bills. And, you know, if there's something we want to change or it doesn't seem worth it to us, just to get a good handle on what we're spending. So the next one we're gonna stuff is our city bill. This is water, sewer, trash, and electrical. So this is gonna be getting $37. So 20, 30, 5, 6, 7. This is the first time I've ever been stuffing with prop money. So I keep watching as I stuff to make sure I'm only grabbing prop money. And then the last one is gonna be our Samaritan's Ministries payment. So this is a Christian cost sharing that we use, and it's different than health insurance. So this isn't a premium, it's money we're sending to other members directly. But that's gonna be getting $200 this week. So $200 for Samaritans. So $200 in prop. We will also stuff a little bit more in our medical fund for that later on in the video. But in total for our bills, we stuffed $1,061, and that's about 47% of what we're stuffing today. Okay, the next thing we're gonna be stuffing is my wallet for today. So I'm just gonna take a peek here, and all of my money is real money from here on out, which is the way it's supposed to be. So far we have done everything correctly. So I'm just gonna roll anything that I have in here over. There's a couple envelopes that don't belong in here that I'll take out, but everything is just gonna get rolled over for now if it has anything left. So groceries is gonna be getting $200 this week, and I did that in a 100 and 250s. So how are you guys doing? I feel like it's been a long time since I've done a regular cash stuffing. So I'm very excited to get back to it, and I would love to hear how you guys are doing. We are trying to get started with school. We've had a very unexpected summer, and we've had a month or so, about 3 weeks that we've been back to school, and no week has gone the way I had planned it. So we are just rolling with a ton of punches this year. That seems to be the thread of 2025 so far, but I'm excited to get back to cash stuffing. Hopefully that will bring some semblance of normal back to us, and I'd love to hear how you guys are doing as the kids are going back to school, or you or yourself are going back to school. Let me know how it's all going for you guys. Next is going to be eating out, and eating out is going to be getting $40, and that's in 220s. Then household is going to be getting $50, and I did that in 220s and 25s. I changed up my denominations a bit, just to kind of help with unstuffing and whatnot. So we'll see if that is a good idea or a bad idea. Hopefully I don't mess something up. But next is going to be gas, and gas is getting a 50 today. Okay, so next is my spending money, and my spending money is going to be getting, what is it getting here? I am looking on cash planning pad on the side. This is the first time I've used one of these too, so I'm changing it all up and trying stuff that's new, and hopefully I get the hang of it. So that's just getting a 20 and a 5. So now in my spending money, I have 25, 6, 7, so $27 in my spending money for right now. And then after that, I have my husband's spending money. I'm gonna pull out and just tuck back here in the back for him to give to him. And then miscellaneous is getting $40 this week, and that's gonna be in a 20, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So $40 in miscellaneous. Let's see here. Miscellaneous gets $40. And then oops, and I believe kids activities is the other one. I have a hard time getting this one open. All right, need to take that to the bank as well. Tuck that back there. Okay, so oops, and kids activities needs to be put back where it belongs, but that is all for my wallet today. So that is all set and ready to go. Okay, the next binder I'm gonna do is my long-term sinking funds, I believe. Let me get my planning pad turned over. I moved my money. I didn't feel like it was, I don't know, I didn't like it up there, but we'll see if we like that better. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out my dashboard for a fall dashboard. This one was beautiful. I only used it for a couple weeks, but we're gonna swap to this cozy reading one, also from Missy Money. So if you guys ever want to order from Missy Money, I always have a 10% off coupon code in the description box, and I get a little bit of a kickback if you use my code for ordering. So I really appreciate those of you who have ordered using my code before. But regardless, if you want to pick something up from her, go ahead and use my code so you can get a little bit of money off. But all of her stuff is fantastic, and I have not gotten anything from Missy that I have not loved. So anyway, long term, now that that is set, we're gonna go with beef first, and beef is going to get a little bit of an increase because we're going to be buying a little bit more beef this year than we have. Normally we get a half cow, and this year I think we're either gonna get 3/4 a cow or a whole cow this year. So we're gonna bump this up just a little bit. So beef is gonna get $60 this week. So now beef will have, let's see, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220. So 220 in beef. I feel like I'm very out of practice for cash stuffing. So please forgive me if I'm kind of all over the place and trying to figure it out. I'll try to edit this together to be a little bit more enjoyable to watch, but I definitely needed to jump back in. As imperfectly as it might be, I just needed to get started again. So food storage is next. This is for like Azure orders or canning or those kinds of things that we add to our pantry. So that's getting 20 today. Medical is going to be getting $200 this week. Medical is a massive fund for us at the moment. So medical has 240 in cash. Let's see here. Get this tucked back in. Home is going to be getting $25 this week. So that is all it's going to have is 25. Let's see. All right, car is also going to be getting 25 this week. So let's see here. Oops. Okay. So if any of you are thinking about starting a cash stuffing journey or starting a YouTube cash stuffing journey, I would just encourage you to jump in and do it. I feel like I have been doing this for a while and I still haven't found a really good system, and I still haven't found like a really smooth way of doing things, but it's still worth it. Like, it's still good to do, and we need more people who are less polished and still trying to figure things out. So if you are on the fence about starting, jump right in, and I would love to support you. So if you're just starting a new YouTube channel, please leave your channel name in the comment section so I can come cheer you on. I would love to be able to do that for you. So pictures, this is for like family pictures, sports pictures, school pictures, all the pictures. This is getting $15 today, and to be honest, this is probably not enough really to be stuffing in this envelope, but this is what we're going to start with and see how far that gets us. All right, and lastly in here is vacation, but we are not stuffing for vacation today. Okay, next is going to be our short-term sinking funds. So I'm going to, first off, trade out this dashboard, again from Missy Money. I loved that dashboard. I didn't get to use it for very long, but we're switching to this comfy cozy like marshmallow blanket type one, which is super cute. I don't know if I really feel like it goes too well with my binder, but I am not buying new binders at the moment. As much as I would like to, that's not something I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go with it and enjoy the dashboard. The first thing I have in here is our homeschool envelope, and this is going to be getting $50. Homeschooling and kids activities are really important to us. Just trying to make sure we give our kids opportunities, but it's also one of the biggest areas in our budget that we spend from. So we are looking to rein that in if possible, but still trying to figure that out. So homeschool now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50. So 150 in our homeschool envelope. I had to pull from this and pay my daughter's band tuition the other day. So I'm not stuffing Bible quizzing Molly. Oh, that's why I have these out of order. Okay, so kids activities is over here. That's why. Okay, kids activities is getting $50 this week. So I apologize if you guys can hear my kids. They are here and they are making noise, which is fine. It is not bedtime yet, but I apologize if you hear them in the background. And if you hear some crashing and stuff, it's Legos. It's not awful. It's not anything terrible. It's just Legos. It's going to sound terrible though. So 54 in kids activities. I don't believe we're going to need to spend very much out of this right away. We have a little bit of time to bulk that up. And by a little, I really only mean a little. But next is Molly. She is our golden doodle, but she looks like a retriever. So I will leave a picture up in the corner for you guys to enjoy. But Molly is getting, let's see, she's getting $20 today. And Molly will be having puppies come this spring. We are hoping to breed her with a friend's dog, and then we will get her fixed and just get 1 litter of puppies. So we have one of her puppies to keep with us as she's not old yet, but like we want to keep her line going or whatnot. That was a roundabout way to say that. So we're going to try to start bulking this up a bit more to be able to fund those kinds of things. And we're going to have some x-rays and some testing done on her first, just to make sure she's really healthy and prepared for that. So Molly now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. Molly has 80 in her envelope. Let's see. So these envelopes, I think, got warped when I got them. So they're a little difficult to work with sometimes. Beauty and grooming gets 20, and that's all that is going to have. I desperately need to get some of my grays covered. but it will be a while till I can do that. Clothing is going to get $25 today. Let's see here. So $25 in clothing. Let's see. Okay, so I needed to go chat with the kids about being a little bit quieter. So family fun. Family fun is also a big one that we really spend out of and need to kind of tame back a little bit or figure out. But family fun is going to be getting $50 this week. And gifts is going to be getting $5. And then oops, and I need to put oops back in here. This is just our miscellaneous fund for things we forget about or things we go over in, and mostly like for our sinking funds if we go over. But oops is going to be getting $40, and I did that in 2 20s. So now oops has 20, 40, 50, 65. Oh, let's do that again. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 86. So $86 in oops. All right, so we're done with short-term sinking funds. Okay, the next binder we're gonna do is our holiday sinking funds. So our holidays, we're only gonna be stuffing a couple in here, and I'm not gonna be changing the dashboard on this one. I love this sparklers. I love those. So the first thing we're gonna be stuffing is, I'm gonna come back here to Christmas, and I'm going to stuff Christmas first. And Christmas is going to be getting $40, which is going to be 2 20s. And so I'm gonna go ahead and color in 2 of these stockings. We are getting kind of a late start on saving for Christmas. I will link one of my last videos where I kind of explain what happened with our cash stuffing system over the summer and kind of why we're starting over. So it will probably be a leaner Christmas. However, we're okay with that. Our kids are not accustomed to super elaborate Christmases, which is fine. And so, yeah, that's just gonna be the reality of this year. And hopefully next year we will be on a better, we'll just have more time to save. We'll start earlier and hopefully be more prepared next year. But if the worst thing that happens to my kids is that they have a year where they have a leaner Christmas than others, then I think that that is okay. So we're gonna come up here to the front, and after I just said that about a leaner Christmas, now we're gonna stuff my daughter's birthday envelope. And my kids get $300 for their birthday every year. They can spend it on either a friend's birthday party, or they can spend it on gifts, or they can get it in cash. And so my daughter's birthday is at the end of October. So we're needing to kind of pick this up a little bit and make sure we get this funded. So she is getting $25 today, and that's not exactly the right denominations, but we are going to still fill in 4 of these cones and celebrate. So we're making good progress on this. We should, that's 3. We should make it to our goal by the time of her birthday. So, and this will be the first year that she will be turning 8. And so this is the first year that she has the option to have a friend birthday party, and the first time that she is going to get to decide what to do with her birthday money. So that will be a new experience for her. And then Thanksgiving is gonna get just $6. We host both sides of our families for Thanksgiving. So this I am planning to just be in addition to our grocery budget and stuff for the week. So this won't be all the money we spend on Thanksgiving, but this is gonna be like an extra bump to be able to provide that meal. And because we live far away from our family, oh shoot, I overstuffed that. Okay, so this is gonna look terrible, but I did not overstuff it, I overcolored it. I'm gonna leave this one uncolored. Oh man, I just made a mess too. Okay, again, we are working with my lack of ability to do this smoothly, but I'll leave that uncolored. Next week when I stuff it, I will finish coloring that one in. I'll remember what that mistake was. So yeah, like I said, because we live far away from home, nobody really contributes to the Thanksgiving meal because it's just really difficult for them to be able to do that and to be able to just bring something from afar. So my husband's family lives 5 hours away from us and my family lives 14 hours. So I just provide it all and whatnot, which is totally fine with us. So anyway, that's our holiday binder. All right, and the last binders that we are going to be stuffing are our savings challenges. So the first one that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out my 52-week savings challenge. And okay, I gotta figure out how to fit this one on here. I trashed my last tracker because I had to empty it to pay for some medical things, and I'm starting over and I'm starting it differently. So what I am going to do now is, instead of filling in each week based on the number, I am going to be filling in $52 each week. And I'm gonna try that for a little while. And the purpose of this savings challenge is going to be getting a little bit ahead in our, either getting a month ahead in our bills or getting a jump start on our emergency savings that we had to really deplete this summer for our medical stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna contribute $52 every week if I can to this challenge, and I'm gonna order another tracker from Missy Money. The best part about this is, like, all of this is from Missy Money aside from the binder, but you can just order the insert tracker to replace that. You don't have to order the whole thing, and you can just order that little piece. So that was the 52-week savings challenge. And then the last savings challenge we're gonna do is a brand new one I'm gonna start from Missy Money. If you remember from my unboxing and reset video, I was going to try to use this as my wallet, and I did not care for having a wallet that didn't zip up and whatnot. So I went back to my old wallet style, but I am gonna use this as like a mini savings challenge. This again is from Missy Money. It's called Bity Bucks, and you save $500 with this. This is going to be going towards getting a week ahead. So I'm gonna call this our week ahead savings challenge. But today I'm gonna be contributing $31 to this. So 20, 31, and that is the rest of our money. And here I don't have a $31, and I put 31 in because that's what I was left with, and we try to do a zero-based budget every month. So I'm just going to color in this 30 here, and I'm gonna stuff 31. So in the end, we might have just a little bit more than $500, but I would rather have a little bit of a surprise that you saved a little bit more than you expected. So I'm just gonna pop this back in as best I can, if I can. Oh, come on. All right, so pop that one in. And then let's go back here and see. All of these envelopes are labeled with the amounts, which is so fun. So 30. So I just have that envelope that says 30, and we're gonna tuck this in here into that envelope there, and that is going to be my contribution for our savings challenges. And that will be the end of this video. Real quick, I'm just going to go over our numbers and our percentages, just because I find that to be really fun when cash stuffers will go over that. So into our bills binder, we stuffed $1,061, which was 47% of our cash that we stuffed today. Then in our wallet, we stuffed $430, which was 19% of what we stuffed today. Then in long term, we stuffed $345, which was 15%. And then in short term, we stuffed $260, which was 12%. Then in our holidays, I gotta flip my page again. In our holidays binder, we stuffed $71, which was 3%. And in our savings challenges, we stuffed $83, which was 4%. of what we stuffed today. So that brings me to the end of my video. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Go ahead and leave me this emoji in the comments if you made it all the way to the end of the video. I would love to see who sticks around to the end. And like I said, I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that this can become a little bit more seamless as we continue on with this journey. And I will catch you in the next video.